Hello, my friends. Remember me? Hi, it's Miss Lacey. I'm not wearing a mask because I'm in my home. Today's book is Love is a Family. It's by Roma Downey. It has a lovely picture of this lady here hugging this child. Let's see what it has to say about love and families. Oh, it's starting off big. Do you see this child's face? Someone's got big feelings. I want a real family, said Lily, slamming the screen door shut behind her. There goes Wayne. Bye, Wayne. And what would that be? Her mama asked. More than just you and me. Tonight is family fun night, and I'll bet I'll be the only kid in the whole class bringing just one person. What kind of family is that? Oh. Her arms are straight down at her side. Her eyebrows are up and worried. She's calling out very passionately. You can tell she's got really big feelings about this. She's concerned. She says there's only one person in her family. She's worried that other people are going to judge her. What kind of family is that? A small kind, teased Mama. But it's still a real family. See, Mommy's ready with the answers. She knows what's up. They may be a little family, but they're still a family. Lily didn't want to have a snack with Mama like she did with most days after school. The house was too quiet and too neat. I'm going next door, she said. Oh, look, there were these yummy things that were waiting for her. Mommy had some tea and there were some donuts here. But this little girl's not having it. She does not feel comfortable. She doesn't want to stay. She's going next door. Oh my goodness, and look what's happening next door. So in her house, it was nice and calm and quiet. In this house, what's happening? Oh, look at that mess. It's wild in there. Look at these kids climbing all over everything. There's crying, there's laughing, there's stuff being thrown in the air. Melissa's house was never quiet and never, ever neat. Melissa had 4 brothers and 2 sisters. She shared a room with her sisters, and every night they had a pillow fight before they went to sleep. When I go to sleep, thought Lily, all I get is the next chapter in the book that Mama and I are reading together. Lily played with Melissa in her noisy, messy house until Mama called her home to get ready for family fun night. Oh gosh, look at all of these people. There's so many and they're all being wild. That's very different from her house. See how calm and quiet? See how loud and wild. This is a different family from hers. Mama asked, do you want to call Uncle Mike and Aunt Lizzie to see if they'll meet us there? Well, that's an idea. That's more family. Uncles and aunts don't count, Lily told her. Sometimes I wish I had sisters, or a dad who lived with me, or at least a brother, or something. I know, said Mama. Sometimes I wish that too. Welcome back, Wayne. Okay, bye, Wayne. Sometimes I wish that too, but most of the time our little family feels just right to me. Love is what makes a family, and we've got plenty of that. See, here's the fantasy that this little girl has. She says, I wish that I had more people. All of these people who aren't there, she feels like maybe they're missing from her life. It's just her and Mom. Lily knew it was true. She is loved and she knows. Even so, her lonely feeling wouldn't go away. She kept worrying about how they'd be the weirdest family at family fun night. But as it turned out, see, here she is. She's imagining that it's just her and Mom, And everyone's going to be pointing and laughing because they're different. Because their family doesn't look the same as the other people's families. Do you think that's how people are going to act when they just see that it's her and her mom? I don't know. They weren't. Look at all the different kinds of families. Look at this. We've got people who are excited, people who are worried, people with babies. Look, that girl there, she's looking pretty annoyed. There's all these different kinds of families. And they've all got their own thing going on. Seems to me that they're kind of busy dealing with their own lives to have to worry about what's happening with her life. They've got their own things to think about. It doesn't really matter what her family is like. Yeah, when they got there, they saw plenty of families that didn't look like Melissa's. Lily talked to a girl who was there with just her dad. She came back and whispered to Mama, "Remy's mom died and she has no brothers or sisters. It's just the two of them." "Well, that's how I grew up too," said Mama. Lily had forgotten about that. See, Mama knows what it's like to be in a family that's a little bit smaller. It felt weird to think about her mom as a little girl. I think that's important to remember, that all the grown-ups you know used to be little too. They've been through what you've been through. They remember. If you've got concerns, they can help you because they've been through it. They know. "But how could your dad brush your hair and make it so pretty?" she asked. "Did he know how to braid or get the barrettes even on both sides?" She wants to know how. See, she's never had practice with a dad doing her hair. She only knows her mom doing her hair. She wonders, can dads do things too? Mom says, "Grandpa learned to do those things because he was my daddy and he loved me." Remember, Mama's dad is Grandpa to this little girl. He also baked peanut butter cookies and planned fantastic birthday parties. He sang songs and told awful jokes when I needed cheering up. There are as many ways for families to show love as there are different kinds of families. Oh gosh, look at this. Imagine that party. This kid's climbing up the curtains and people are just digging into the snacks with their whole hands. Gross. These people are running around being princesses. There's the cake. There's Dad just doing his best. There's some music playing. That seems like it was probably a pretty fun time. Oh, this kid's crying. He's crying. There's always a crier at every party. I think that's what makes the party official, don't you? Lily pointed to a girl in her class. Like Tamika. Her mom and dad showed love by adopting her and getting her a puppy. And freezing that big wad of gum out of her hair with ice cubes instead of making her cut it. Well, those are certainly lots of ways to show that this little girl is loved. They worked very hard to make sure that Tamika's hair didn't get ruined by that gum. And look, a puppy. That's nice. Puppies are sweet. Do you like puppies? I think they're cute. Mama laughed. And how about Josh and Tony across the street? They don't have parents now, but they have grandparents who pop popcorn for scary movies, rescue balls from the roof, pull splinters out of dirty fingers, and catch lightning bugs. I call that a family. There's the little girl's idea of a lightning bug, or a firefly, as some people call them too. They don't really have little light bulbs on their bottoms, but it seems like that when they're glowing. So these kids here, they don't have a mom and dad, but they do have grandparents to make sure that they are loved and safe. At family fun night, they saw families with stepdads and stepmoms and half-sisters and half-brothers. There were single moms and single dads and families made up of different colors of skin. Everyone was laughing and showing their love by being together. Oh, look at all these beautiful families. Look at all of those. So many. Oh, look at that crazy picture back there. Somebody drew a photo. But later, walking home in the cool night air, it was just Lily and Mama again, alone under a million sparkling stars. Lily pointed. See, that big bunch of stars over there? That's how big Melissa's family is. That's a nice bunch of stars, Mama said. Look at those stars. I like looking at the stars at night too. Yeah, but look at those two pretty stars twinkling together over there, Lily said, smiling. They're like us. They're shining just as brightly. Mama, someday you'll be old and I'll be grown up, said Lily. And you know who will brush your hair then? It'll be me. And I'll braid your hair for you, and I'll make sure the barrettes are even on both sides, because you and I will always be a family, and we'll always have love. She's imagining what she'll look like when she's grown, with her robot, because it's the future. That's silly. And there's her mama. She imagines how she'll look when she's old, too. Mama squeezed Lily's hand, and those two stars shined like the brightest diamonds. The end. What is your family like? Do you have a lot of people or just a few? Everyone who has a family has something a little different. Nobody's family is exactly the same, but that's okay. Because what's most important is that you're loved and you're safe and you're being taken care of, and that you help take care of them too. Those are the real things that make a family what it is. That's the end of our story, and it's the end of our time. Thank you for being such good listeners. I'll talk to you guys next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you then.